Get a man that doesn't mind waiting. Obviously, get a man that wants to meet them, that isn't scared to meet them, but make sure that he's able to realize that everything takes time. It's like you just have this irrational fear inside of you and it's trauma-induced. Like, hello, so I introduced him on Xgabbing. What I did was I went up to my parents while they were both next to each other. I think they were washing dishes, and I was basically like, peed ba kong, mag, invite me chow buckas. Can I invite somebody tomorrow, Policha? And then my dad was like staring at me, and then my mom was also staring at me, but she just rolled her eyes and went back to the dishes. Basically, my dad had a smile, and then my mom was just so quiet, and I was obviously waiting for her to say something. My dad was looking at her too because he wanted her to say something, but she didn't. And then when she finally spoke, she was like, Akala mo kong so shanta, you think you are somebody? And then I looked at her, and then I started tearing up because it's like, what did I do? She basically said that I think I am a woman like I think I am a grown woman. I think my dad was caught off guard by the response because he was just staring at her. And then he was like, you can't get mad when she tells us stuff, then you can't get mad when she doesn't tell us stuff. And he was basically saying, you are just looking for a reason to get her in trouble because you are always telling her that you don't like how she lies to us. But then she's telling us the truth right now. She's asking us for permission. She's not acting like a grown woman, just bringing him over, without giving us a warning. Like she's being respectful about it. And my mom kind of started arguing with him. And then it turned into a whole different thing there and I left. I am not gonna just stand there while they're arguing about me asking for permission to invite somebody over. The next day came and my bond came with the cake, and he basically gave it to them and went like, thank you for inviting me. And my mom was in the shower at the time, so he didn't see her at first. And then when she came out, she wasn't even being rude, like deadass was just standing there, and she introduced herself because he introduced himself. So I was just surprised because of how her reaction was yesterday. I just had an expectation set because of her reaction. She ended up serving him food because she had made binaskin boyog, a Filipino dish that day, and she served him, which I'm really surprised about. She was offering him drinks. She was actually being really nice to him. And we ended up cutting the cake and she offered him a piece, obviously. And then, yeah, they didn't really question him, which I was kind of surprised about because they always question my other sister's boyfriends. But yeah, my mom just asked him where he's from. My husband's family did that day. And yeah, my mom was the one making more conversation than my dad. It really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Was her reaction when I told her disappointing? Yes, if you have a significant other, and you have strict parents, and you were just scared of introducing them to each other, just go in with no expectations, said it all. Like, I know it's scary. I genuinely know how difficult it can get because, girl, I held it back for 2 years. But yeah, I think it's just important to have no set expectations at all because you are just setting yourself up for disappointment.